So over on the board here, we've got a triangle, and we've been told to find out theta to three significant figures, okay? Theta just represents this angle over here, okay? So now, the first thing that I want you to do when you get a question like this is write down the keyword we just went through, okay? This will be helpful in determining which rule, which ratio you're going to use, okay? So, okay? So now, if we look at our triangle, the first thing we need to do is also label our triangle. So here's the angle we're trying to find, and here's our 90-degree angle, our right angle. So again, if we go back to our previous, what I went through previously, that the side opposite our right angle is the hypotenuse. The side opposite our angle is our opposite, and the remaining angle is our adjacent. Okay. Now, if we look at the two sides that have been given, we've got our opposite and we've got our adjacent. Okay, so O equals 9 centimeters and our adjacent is 3 centimeters. So now that we've got our two letters, we can see that both of these appear in TOA. Okay, we can see that O and A don't appear in car, O and A don't appear in so. So now that you've identified which part of this keyword you're going to be using, you use the first letter to distinguish which ratio you're going to be using. Okay, so that's going to be tan theta. Okay, and that's going to be equal to the two other letters within that keyword. Okay, and we've got O and A, and you're going to write it as a fraction, O and A, in the order it's given. That's why it's important to remember this keyword, because you're not going to be given the ratios. Okay, you're not going to be given the formulas for the ratio for tan, sine, or cos. Okay, so if you remember this is put in a way that you can remember which order you put it in. So now our next step will be to substitute our values of 9 and 3 into this ratio. Okay, so we have tan theta equals, our opposite is 9 centimeters and our adjacent is 3 centimeters. Okay, this works out to be tan theta equals 9 divided by 3 is simply 3. Just like in the previous video we looked at, we're going to be going and doing the inverse of tan. So theta is going to equal tan inverse 3. Plug this into your calculator, you'll get a value of theta equals 71.565. So now that you've done that, remembering that our theta is an angle, we're just going to put degrees. Okay, so we know it's 71.565 degrees.